call upon the leader again to respond to the question from Ms Reyes. Is Ms Reyes here? Thank you. Councillor Bright, would you like to respond?
Oh, thank you very much indeed, and thank you again for a question from Elsa Reyes from Elstree. The relevant planning control for waste management is a county council matter, and as such, this Borough Council has no powers to control any activities on the site. It might be helpful, and I've already alluded to this, to my colleague who's sitting behind me, who happens to be the county councillor for Watling, which is Elstree and Radlett. If she could take away the question that you asked and see what she can find out at county and communicate with you direct, or we can publish it in the minutes of the meeting here as well. But as I say, it's a county matter, but I believe Councillor Clapper has indicated she'd be happy to take it up there and find out what she can.
Thank you. Have you a supplementary question you'd like to ask?
Yes. First of all, I thought that Councillor Bright was also a Hertfordshire County Councillor. Isn't he a Hertfordshire County Councillor?
Yes.
He is.
I believe
yes. Can you answer my first question then?
I'm just seeing if you had any more supplementaries. Each councillor of whether it be borough or whether it be county and so on has what's called a ward or a division in the case of a county councillor. I'm the county councillor for Potters Bar, Western Shenley. I mentioned it just now to the lady who was asking about golf. But the officers are the ones that have the power to tell the elected members, and the questions you are asking are in relation to how the officers of the county, in relation to a matter that's happening in Elstree, can use those powers. And so County Councillor Clapper, who is the County Councillor for Elstree, is the one who can speak to officers about an Elstree matter. I can speak to them about matters. I can speak to them about matters that relate to Potters Bar West and Shenley. So if it was a borough matter, I can do everything I can to help you. But for county, she is your local representative, which is why she's volunteered to assist you on this occasion.
Okay, I would like to ask you a second question.
No, there's only one question you can ask, unfortunately.
No, but what I asked him was why he wasn't answering my first question.
Okay, well, I'll allow it this time.
So I'm going to ask him my second question. No, I asked him the previous question because I know he's also an Elstree councillor.
So have you another question?
Yes, I have. Trucks were spotted coming in and out from both the main Reviva site entrance and from an entrance opposite Coast Road. They were carrying concrete. This was mentioned by an Elstree resident during one meeting with our MP Oliver Dowden. Residents have seen also huge vehicles from companies such as Woodrush and Compost Direct. Also vans that appear to do business recycling, coming in and out from Reviva. Apart from that, residents have seen compost being bagged up inside the Reviva site. Therefore, it appears that already different recycling activities are already happening inside the Reviva site. What is the position of Hertsmere Borough Council in regards to the latest Reviva planning application? And do you think that after suffering about 7 years of toxic fumes from composting from the Reviva site, now residents deserve to have another huge industrial waste recycling in Elstree Hill South? Do you think that the history of Reviva composting site should be taken into account in order to decide its latest planning application?
Thank you.
Personally, I do. Yes, very much so. And I've noticed that whilst I was just noting down some of your questions there, the Councillor Clapper was furiously writing down that too, and she whispered that she would be taking this up with county because it's a county council enforcement matter. And one thing I would urge you to do, and I'd be very happy to support this, is you come and ask questions here at the Borough Council. You are also entitled and able to answer questions at county. It's very easy to let them off the hook if you come over here and ask me questions about matters which only county can deal with, because I can't deal with them, and I say the same thing to you every time, and it makes me a little bit embarrassed to say so. The Councillor Clapper has indicated to me she's very happy to take those reports, get them looked into, and she can report back to you direct, or she can report back via the minutes of this meeting, whatever you would like.
What is the position of Hertsmere Borough Council?
You've had your question.
But that was my question.
Sorry?
That was my question. What was the position of Hertsmere Borough Council regarding the
I
latest
think they have
Reviva?
answered your question, Ms. Rose, this time.
I've got it here. I've got the answer here.
Thank you. Is it a point of order?
Yes, for the second time this meeting, I'd like to invoke Procedural Rule 10.7 and propose that the subject of Ms Ray's question be referred to the Planning Committee. The reason for this proposal is that the leader's answer, which passed the buck, neglected to acknowledge the fact that there are two parts to the planning application that Ms Ray's referenced, one of which is quite rightly, as he said, within the jurisdiction of the County Council. However, the application also refers to waste storage and the siting of welfare facilities, which is a matter that is quite properly in the remit of this authority and cannot be determined by the County Council without formal delegation of powers. And I think it's critical that the Planning Committee resolves where jurisdiction sits before a decision is taken.
Point of order. It actually isn't Rule 10.7, because 10.7 is about members of the public asking. It's actually Rule 10.8.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. I think there are two sets of rules, actually, old and new. Is that seconded?
I second that, Madam Mayor.
Rule.
There's a proposal to put it to planning.
A proposal to putting, is it seconded? Yes, it has been seconded. With those in favour, please raise their hands. Those against? Thank you. And 4 abstentions. Okay, thank you.